Hello everybody, Shadow SP here, and we are back playing more Granblue Fantasy. Last time we were here, a few things happened. First of all, the repair procedures for the Grand Cipher were started. We had a, freighter come in and tow the airship to Galonzo, so that the process of transferring the engine from Dad's old airship, the Grand Sleuth, to the Grand Cipher could begin. Meanwhile, the Holy Erste Empire launched an attack on Ravi Island, the location of the Erste Kingdom's capital. Ultimately, this ended up with Orcus and the Queen being separated from their allies and attacked by the Golem Girl, who had been given the name Spy by Furious in an earlier scene. Nobody on our side knows that, but we the readers do. Anyway, she manages to best Orchid in single combat, with no real logic behind it, but it happened. And she steals Lloyd, and well, before she was able to kill Orchid, she was stopped by Apollonia, who came onto the scene, along with Frisia, who had woken up earlier and was given an offer by Adam in his capacity as the Prime Minister of Erste to work for them in exchange for being released from prison, but it doesn't actually commute your sentence. It's more like this is work that you are doing as part of your sentence for all the stuff you did. Anyway, at that point, they have Zwei kind of dead to rights. She's flanked by both of them. They, weapons leveled. But the Queen decides to take this moment to eject her spirit from her body. That's not exactly what happened, but the result is the same. Her body becomes lifeless, much as it was back before we were able to use Deus Ex Machina's power back at the end of the first arc of the game to put it back in there. Anyway, the crew arrived on Ravi Island and headed their way over there. They left Rackham behind because Rackham and Noah were going over the Grand Cipher, and we're going to do a lot of fine-tuning to make sure that the engine and the pilot were agreeing with each other. So Rackham's currently not is not currently with us in Meferash. But we have a little discussion, say, hey, wish we could have been here earlier. We could have done something. Turns out Luria tried to use Deus Ex Machina's power to bring back the Queen Orcus' spirit, but failed because she doesn't know where it is. Which, does kind of suck. And then Eugen raises a good point that Lloyd, the Golem, has Akasha sealed inside of it. That's probably a bad thing to get stolen by the Holy Erste Empire, who we think is completely backed by the True King. So the True King getting a hold of Akasha would be pretty bad, wouldn't it? So yeah, we decided then we're going to join in the Erste Kingdom's assault on the Valtz Duchy to reclaim it from the Holy Erste Empire. it's the last bit of land that they control in Phantagrande. So we have a couple scenes after that. First one, long story short, Frisia gets some alone time with the queen's soulless body and complains at her, and then Orcus wakes up. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. There was one with Loki and Fenrir with a particularly poignant set of questions. Fenrir really got to the point in this one. You know, asking Loki, what is it that you actually are looking for when you're trying to be when you're looking for allies? And like Fenrir and Loki's response being like, I really just want to. I want to be more like. He wants to be more like his brother, or more like the captain. Ourselves in this case. And Fenrir gives some unsolicited advice, sort of. Basically saying that, you know, Loki's spent all of his time on the sidelines. Maybe if you're looking to change and actually get the things you're trying to chase down, you need to stand on the stage and become a player. And then Loki walks off into town and says he's gonna, you know, play along with somebody's farce. We don't know who. Oh, and in this scene we also find out that Mikaboshi has recovered from her little mind break. She had recovered a little while ago, but she's just not talking because she doesn't want to talk to Loki because she hates astrals. Turns out she's fine talking to Fenrir though, because Fenrir is not an astral. You can't see me, but I'm shrugging right now. Then we have another scene in the Valtz Duchy where Zwei delivers Lloyd to the Violet Knight. And while she's talking about how she's only one step away from becoming Orcus, that the Violet Knight just says, no, that's not how that works. We're done with you now because you brought us Lloyd. That's all we wanted. And he gives the order to Furious to dispose of the golem. And as the scene ends, the Violet Knight has walked off out of the building, saying that he's going to take Lloyd with him to East of Ion as soon as he's ready to go. We are a little bit secure in the knowledge that in order to undo the Seal of Akasha, we need a native of Erste, but it's not that hard to get. Anyway, and as the scene concluded, Zwei was restrained and brought to the dungeon by Furious. That's where we left off. So let's get back into it. Chapter 122, Essence of Authenticity. That's a suspicious sounding chapter name. Alright, let's do this. They're developing tactics against the Titan suits. That's fair. Oh look, the guy with a ranged weapon. You need to fight them with ranged weapons. Also, the Titan suits are probably bad on rough terrain. Sorry, one second. she brought up that the joints are the weak spot. Then the next part of the line is no matter how much they've tried to strengthen things with steel, there's nothing they could do about the inherent underlying weakness.
タイタンスーツの処理には必ず3人以上で当たる。
It's fair.
各々の役目を意識し、数の利を生かして確実に対処しろ。
Because ultimately the Titan suits are just equipment. If you have the right tactics to deal with their strong points, they're not invincible.
無理にタイタンスーツの相手をする必要はありません。いかに量産が済んでいるとはいえ、タイタンスーツをまとっている者は敵兵の中でもごく一部です。ましてやこの砂漠では重量のあるタイタンスーツは移動において圧倒的に不利。
確かにこの足場じゃとてもじゃないが走るのは無理だ。
Hold on one second.
ましてやこの砂漠では重量のあるタイタンスーツは移動において圧倒的に不利。
Yeah. So the Titan suits guy specifically doesn't mention sand. He just mentions footing.
タイタンスーツが相手でも焦る必要はありません。
But why
ま
is
ずは距離を取り、一体ずつ冷静に対処しなさい。
right? But okay, whatever. You'd think they'd have said all this. You'd think they'd have said all this before they came into contact with the enemy, though.
これはなかなかやりにくいですね。
ポンメルン元帥、ご指示を。
分かってますよ。両翼の部隊が道を作ってくれましたからね。我々は進軍あるのみですよ。
Oh, Palmer. he's had a character arc. Let's just say that.
Titan スーツか。昔のおもちゃに改良は加えているようだが、未だ実戦に耐えうるものではなかったな。
What the? What?
しかし、改良の余地があるということは、さらに強くなるということ。
Allow me to apologize for that notification sound. If I could, I would undo everything, but I can't. Sucks. I guess technically, since this is the first node that we're doing, I could just quit and restart the whole video, but I don't want to do that.
まだ数と状況を揃えれば、一般的な兵士でも対応できる程度だが。
Really, they need to, if they're going to improve the Titan suits, they need to give them protection for the pilot.
イースターバイオン王国はどうやら積極的に戦争を進化させたいらしい。
Because if the operator is as exposed as it is,
やはり奴は厄介な相手だな。
then that's going to be a terrible weakness, no matter how you look at it.
対処の方法さえ確立してしまえばタイタンスーツの相手は難しくない。
Yeah, that's believable.
向こうも順調に進んでいればいいが。
Like I was saying earlier when we were first running into these things, as long as you're not trying to match them strength for strength, this isn't that big of a deal. It's just more equipment. Okay, so we're sneaking in behind enemy lines while the Erste Kingdom is fighting the main force out in the desert. Yeah, but Lloyd wouldn't be there, would it? Still, if we're gonna get information, it makes sense to go to this source.
あの子が。ファクトリーで働く人からの情報らしいんだけど、オーキスに似たゴーレムのあの子がここに入れられるのを見たって。どうしてこんな場所に。ここは人を捕まえておく場所ですよね。
Why are you here? You should not be here.
基本的にはそうだね。他にも使われることはなくはないけど。
The Queen should not be here. Go home.
あんまりいい意味での使い方はされないよね。
She can't fight. Why is she here?
待って、今明かりを。
おい、しっかりしろ。喋れるか？何があった？ダメだな。受け答えどころか、ろくにこっちを見ないぞ。
Not that she can't even see us, because there's no way that you would know that for sure. It's that she's not looking at us. Like, not even looking in this direction.
参ったな、おい。この状態をほっとくわけにもいかねえが。
No, we can do exactly that. This is not why we're here.
多分この子はもうロイドを持ってないと思います。ロイドからは少しだけだけど青少獣アーカージャの気配がするから。でもここにはそんな気配は全然ない。
この子も誰かにロイドを奪われたということかしら。
Then
どうする？
then there's no point in staying here. Let's go.
まあ、確かに俺たちの目的はそっちなんだが。
No,
こ
no,
こは
no,
任せてください。
no buts or anything.
私たちの目的はこの子ともう一度お話しすることでしたから。
Right. That's dumb. You shouldn't be here. I get why our crew would allow her to come, because we're idiots. But logically speaking, she should never be sneaking in behind enemy lines.
じゃあここは任せたぜ。オイラたちは早くロイドを見つけねえと。
Yep, we gotta go find Lloyd. Let's do it.
これでとりあえずローからは出られる。あとは本人次第だな。
Why would you be releasing her? What if she just decides to attack you? This is an enemy.
私の声聞こえてるかな。あのね、聞いてほしいんだ。あなたは私に聞いたよね。どうすればいいのって。
It's true, that did happen.
どうすればいいの？それじゃあ私はどうすればいいの？それは私はずっとまがいものじゃなくちゃいけないの？永遠に本物にはなれないの？
Yeah, I mean, that's not really how things work, but okay.
私だって望んで偽物に生まれたわけじゃない。
This is someone that has problems with
なのに
identity.
偽物は幸せになっちゃいけないの？偽物は偽物でいるしかないの？
Also, this only happened like a couple chapters ago. Do we really need the full flashback sequence?
私はあの時あなたに答えてあげられなかったよね。でも今は違う。だから答えるよ、あなたの声に。
One second. Sorry, what was that?
でも今は違う。だから答えるよ、あなたの声に。
Okay, hold on.
あなたがどうすればいいかなんて実はすっごく簡単だったんだ。答えはね、何もしなくていいんだよ。何もしなくても何もなくてもあなたはあなたなんだから。
I mean, that's maybe true, but it's not
本物
really
とか
advice.
偽物とかそういうことじゃなくて、誰でもなくたっていいんだよ。それでもあなたはここにいるもの。いいの？オリジナルになれなくても、偽物でもまがいものでも私は生きてていいの？
Oh, I mean,
偽物でもまがいものでもないよ。
yeah.
あなたはちゃんとここにいるもん。
This is not what she says. She's actually being more to the point, saying, sorry, what?
偽物でもまがいものでもないよ。
Yeah.
あなたはちゃんとここにいるもん。
She's not like, oh no, push that aside. No, she's just saying, you are straight up. You are not a fake. You are not an imitation, and you're alive right here.
今私の手を握っているのは誰？私の瞳に映っているのは誰？指先に伝わるあなたの感覚。これは偽物でもまがいものでもないよね。
Technically, she doesn't mention warmth. She just mentions sensation, saying, like, what is this I can feel with my fingers? Because I'm not really, I don't really know how it works, but Spy is a golem, so does she have body temperature? I don't know. You could raise the same question for Adam and the orchid that we know.
私はそれじゃあここにいるんだよ。何もしなくてもあなたは確かに。
Uh-huh. mean, while that may be true...
困るんだよな。ここにいられちゃさ。
なんだこいつ。さっきまで何の気配もなかったぞ。
神王騎下の紫の鎧の騎士ね。
なあ、ごめんね。今用があるのはそっちのゴーレムだけなのよ。処分してって言ったのに、なんでまだ元気に動いてるかな。困るんだよね。やっぱり自分でやらなきゃダメかね、これは。
させない。
やめなさいってそういうの。全滅なんてバカバカしいと思わない？
He's... So he's saying here, sorry.
やめなさいってそういうの。全滅なんてバカバカしいと思わない？
Yeah, he's saying, like, give it up. Stop that. Don't you think it would be, foolish for you all to be wiped out here? He's just like, yeah, if you don't get out of my way, I'm going to kill you all.
全滅。この人数差でよくそんなことが言えるな。
You don't want to underestimate these guys.
僕たちこれでも傭兵だからね。
Mercenaries, again.
あんまり自信満々にそういうことを言われると、ちょっと傷ついちゃうな。
It hurts when someone says something like that to us with so much confidence. That's what he says.
なんでそう血気盛んかな。もうちょっと命ってもんを大事にしようと思わないわけ。
He's just trash talking. I don't
今
really
さら
care
傭
about it.
兵の一人や二人増えたところで。
じゃあそれが星の民ならどうかな。
あなたは。
Yeah, that's Loki.
こりゃまた珍しいお客さんだ。
I can't imagine the luminaries would be
お
particularly
客さんだなん
excited.
て他人行儀なのはよしてほしいな。僕もそろそろ舞台に上がろうと思ってきたんだからね。
Not what he said there. But like I was saying, I can't imagine the luminary knights are particularly excited to fight an astral. Those guys are notoriously powerful.
お客さんだなんて他人行儀なのはよしてほしいな。
Yes. It's not what he says here. He's saying, actually, don't be so distant as to call me a guest. And then the next line is correct. All right, well, seems like things got crazy down in the jail cell after we left. Still looking for Lloyd, though. Still looking for Lloyd. Okay. Push the button. Oh. Look. It's a party selection screen. What could this mean? That's light advantage. So obviously we're gonna go to the water tap and pick Kaguya. Then we're gonna take our Nobio team for the extra experience and drop rate. Because we don't believe in We don't believe in doing anything but getting the most possible out of each stage. Gotta milk it.
どういうこと？ロキは味方？
今は味方だね。約束があるんだ。だから僕はここに来た。
Okay, so that must be what Furious was talking to him about.
逃げなよ、君たちは。ここは僕が引き受ける。
へえ、なんだか今日は随分友好的だね。
後ろから刺すつもりか。あまりいい趣味とは言えないな。
まさか。善意ではないけれど、他意はないよ。
Yeah. Not being here, you
言
know,
ったろ？約束があるって。
for anything except
だか
for...
ら、その約束に従って、ここは僕が引き受ける。
Only
ど
for
うし
himself.
よう。嘘は言ってないと思う。
I mean, that's pretty good, if that's the case.
さあ、君も立ち上がって逃げるんだ。ここから。手錠は切ってあるんだろう。まだ怖いのかい？
まだ受け止めきれない。オリジナルのことも自分のことも。
まだね。本当は口止めされてるんだけど、まあいいよね。僕には僕の考えがあるんだし。
So, what's going on?
思い出せないのかい？君の周りにはね、最初から君を見ていた人がいるんだよ。
私を？
偽物でもまがいものでもない。彼は最初からただの君を見ていたんだよ。思い出してごらん。君を偽物ともオーキスとも呼ばなかった奴がいるんじゃないかい？
Yeah, yep, there was.
僕はお前をオーキスと呼ぶつもりはない。
Yep, that would be Furious.
僕はお前をツバイと呼ぼう。
なるほどね。じゃあ彼は最初からこのゴーレムを逃がす気だったわけだ。処分しろって言ったのに、わざわざ牢につないでおいたのはそういうことね。
私は勘違いをしていた。
Well, yeah, but that's okay.
忘れるな。僕がお前をツバイと呼ぶことを。自分には名前があるということを。
I've talked about that line in the last episode.
だからあいつは私をオーキスだと認めなかった。私はオーキスじゃないから、オーキスじゃなくてもいいから、だからあいつは。
思い出せたんだね。じゃあ立って。ここにいる場合じゃないだろう。君のしたいことをしに行くんだ。
Yeah, get out of here.
ありがとう、
それを言うべき相手は僕じゃないよね。させないよ。
私たちも。
Yeah, you should probably get out of here. You shouldn't have been here to begin with.
「追わせないよ」というか追う必要はないだろう。見逃してほしいな。
ああ、そうね。そこまで分かってるわけだ。じゃあまあいいか。
So there's no real need to actually do
こっちは
anything.
ごまかし聞くからいいけど、あっちは邪魔しないでよ、ほんと。
僕は邪魔しないよ。あとは彼と例の気空弾次第だろうね。
はあ、なんだかな。
So since they said him, it's probably Furious here, at least right now.
向こうはどうなってるかな。
It's the only one. It's the only him that makes any sense.
「来たか」。
Hi. How's it going? It's been a while.
さて、兵隊たちを指揮していたのはあなただものね。あのゴーレムの子がロイドを持っていないのなら、あとはもうあなたしかいないわ。
That's not true. It could have been handed off already.
偽物でもオーキスでもない。あの子の名前はツバイだ。そう呼んでやってくれ。
ツバイちゃん。
So the last part here, he's not being he's actually being you know, kind of nice there. He's just saying, he's actually saying, please call her that.
さて、お前たちが探しているのはロイドだったな。僕はその行方を知っている。だが、それを今話すつもりはない。
力ずくで聞き出せってのか？
そうだ。お前たちにロイドは渡さない。
Okay.
これが僕の意志だ。
Alright.
これが僕の本当の本物の意志だ。使命でも模倣でもない。僕は僕の望みのために戦う。
Okay.
だからここは決して譲らない。
Alright then. Alright, well, let's speed him up. He doesn't want to tell us, so I guess it's time to beat it out of him. They always choose the hard option. This does look like be a little bit more of a fight than most of the other ones. I still am not suspecting that we're going to have any problems. You know, when Albert does his double strike, he does put out a lot of numbers. I like numbers. Numbers are pretty cool. Neat little quirk that this boss has, that burn on him from the beginning. It's kind of it's a nice little bit of narrative continuity for, you know, narrative gameplay integration. He's been saying something to the effect of like him burning out, like there's not much time left. Ever since they were on Ravi Island. Well, we finished it before we hit Thunderstruck level 10. I'm happy with that. Well, there it is.
記憶の始まり。意識を得た僕が最初に目にしたのは、ひどく怯えたハービンの青年だった。フュリアスという男。彼は運び込まれた時点ですでに手遅れだったらしい。度重なる魔性の酷使、戦闘によるダメージ。
Yeah, the Dark Essence thing. That's been affecting Pommern too.
これらが重なって、すでに精神も肉体もボロボロだったそうだ。 そこで神王はとある聖小銃を使いフュリアスの精神を分割した。まるでカビの生えたパンから食べられる部分だけを切り離すように。
Don't do that. Just for what it's
分割
worth.
されたフュリアスのまともな精神は用意された全く別の器に入れられた。
And that's you? Or are you the
そ
crazy
うして
parts?
作られたのは
No, this
こ
is
の僕だった。
this is actually an incredibly
そん
rational
な僕に
Furious.
最初に下された命令は肉体的にも精神的にも破滅しきったオリジナルの処分だった。来るなよ。何なんだよお前。なんで僕と同じ顔してるんだよ。誰なんだよお前。フュリアスは僕だ。僕なんだ。やめろ。来るな。近づくな。僕の顔で近づいてくるな。この偽物の免罪で。ほとんど満身創痍の相手を始末するのはあまりにたやすいことだった。
That was a very wet sound.
こうしてオリジナルを始末した僕は晴れて偽物から本物になった。そのはずだった。
Yeah, but that's just not how it works.
僕が本物を始末した。本物は僕だ。僕が本物。僕がオリジナル。じゃあ僕が始末したのは誰なんだ。僕はフュリアスを始末した。フュリアスはフュリアスを始末した。僕は僕を殺した。
That's yeah, I
じ
guess
ゃあ
that
僕
follows.
はここにいるのは誰なんだ。僕は一体誰なんだ。
The reason we want to keep him alive, of course, is so he can tell us where Lloyd is.
なんで治癒の術が効かないの。
どうして僕に治療を。
Yeah, killing's not our style.
それにお前さんにゃロイドの行方について教えてもらわなきゃならねえからな。
I don't believe that. I mean, I do, but we do. The practical reason is that we need to hear where Lloyd is.
足止めをしてこちらにも事情があったんだ。
ちょっと喋んないで。今直すから。
いい。僕は最初からもう長くない。治癒は無意味だ。そういう歪んだ存在なんだ。
Yep.
何それ。
He's a temporary copy.
やっぱりあなた、ただあのフュリアスが生き延びたわけじゃないのね。
さあ、どうだかな。
Yeah, so Rosetta asking there simply. So Furious didn't just survive.
ロイドは 紫の騎士の小型艇に積んである。もうバルツを立っているだろうがな。ただロイドからアーカーシャを取り出すのは誰にでもできることじゃない。紫の騎士がイスタバイオン王国に着く前に捕らえられればまだ望みはある。
That's kind of you to say.
最後のわがままだ。僕は最初から余命の長くないいびつな存在だった。だからせめて最後に誰かを救いたかった。
Yeah, well.
僕によく似た誰かを救ってやりたかった。
It's kind of terrible, but
そのために紫の騎士がロイドを持ってここを立つ必要が。
This Furious is way more likable than the original. The original Furious really is just he sucked.
このままじゃ本当に。
結局僕は誰だったんだ。本物か偽物かそれ以外かわからないが悪くない気分だ。
フュリアス。
Yeah, he repeats again. He says, I don't know, but this isn't so bad. Like, it's not a bad, this isn't a bad feeling.
Furious. なんで？そんな。だって、嘘。だって私、ようやく分かって。だから私、あんたに。ツバイちゃん、これは。追いついた。団長さん、この状況は。
Well, we killed Furious, I guess. Yeah, I mean, this Furious did a good thing. Yeah. This was always kind of how this relationship was going to end up.
僕たちがいる。
Hey Loki, how you doing?
さあ、手を。
待って、ダメ。すごいじゃん。
What? Sorry, I'm trying to think. I guess there would be a reason for the Queen to distrust Loki. Less so than the crew, because our crew is just has just had a little struggle against Loki back on the back in the Edgelands. But still, like, gotta let these people make their own decisions. The Holy Erste Empire was never really a thing. That's 100% a false name that's given to like a strike force of the East Divine Army. They just gave Furious the position of their leader, so other Furious, so that they would look like the Erste Empire. The Violet Knight went to Grande, huh? At least he's going in that direction. Okay. Hmm.
ゴーレムの子を僕の仲間に。そうだ。そして広い世界を見せてやってくれ。
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought was happening.
なるほどね。大体の背景は分かったよ。でもそういうことなら団長さんの気空団の方が適任なんじゃないのかい？
I think the
あの子に必要なのは正義じゃない。正しくなくても穏やかにいられる場所が必要なんだ。
I think that the relationship we'd have with the other golem, Orcus, would cause some problems.
奴の気空団はオーキスやオルキスと距離が近い。
Yeah.
最終的に吹っ切れたとしても、その二人を受け入れるまでにはかなりの時間を必要とするだろう。不安定な心のままそんな場所にいれば別の方向に歪んでしまいかねない。随分と過保護だね。あれは僕だ。僕はあれの苦しみを知ってる。過保護にもなるさ。そういうものなのかな。そういうものだ。同じ舞台に立って直接向き合うようになればお前にもわかるさ。 同じ舞台にねえ。ところでこの茶番のことその子には伝えなくていいのかい？舞台の外から見るにこれは君の善意だ。伝えれば感謝されると思うよ。恩を売りたくてやるんじゃない。僕が救われたいからやるんだ。
I see.
それにこれからあの子は自由になるんだ。本物とか偽物とか僕が逃げられなかったものから解き放たれる。そこに妙なしがらみは残したくないんだよ。
With her body being, constructed as a golem, she probably has a lot more inherent longevity than he did. How'd you get to Galonzo? We were in Valtz. I mean, I know you can do that, but like, did you carry her here?
ツバイ、君は彼の最後を見るべきじゃなかった。あそこで僕が君の背中を押さなければ、彼の生死について君は夢を見続けることができた。
いい。偽物の希望なんて本当のことを知った時に辛くなるだけだから。
そう。君は強くなったね。
ふん。
たく、こんなとこにいやがったか。ずいぶん分かりにくい場所だな、ここは。
Gandharva?
途中で寄り道するから、あっちこっちに引っかかりすぎ。
That's a nostalgic name.
あら、興味の幅が広いのはいいことだわ。三日星ちゃんも小さいうちから閉じこもったりしないで、いろんなことに興味を持たないと。
慣れ慣れしい。それに子供扱いしないで。
あら、ごめんなさい。そうそう、本当は随分年上なのよね。星の民ってとっても不思議ね。
おいロキ、連れてきたぞ。
Where did he find these people? I mean, we know who Gandharva is, so like, I get it, but like, how did he find these people?
フェンリル。それじゃ僕たちももう行こうか。
Okay. Back to Ravi Island. Omens and amendments. Okay. Yep, we need to get back Lloyd, because Akasha is dangerous. Akasha is problematic. Yeah, there's not much we could do about that. We do need to have supplies, and we established early on in this arc that we lost a bunch with the hull damage.
体はもうなんともないよ。でも、オーキスが。ごめんなさい。全部、私のせい。ロイドを奪われて、取り返すこともできなくて。私が、もっと強ければ。
If that scene were just a little bit better written, I wouldn't have had a problem with it.
こいつの言う通りだぜ。
I get that this is how the plot has to
そも
go.
そも悪いのはアーカーシャを狙ってきた奴らの方じゃねえか。
It's always been about Akasha, man. That primal's been a problem since part 1.
必要以上に自分を責めるな。体もまだ万全な状態には程遠いだろう。
That's a very strange way to translate what she just said there. So she's saying don't blame yourself, you know, more than you have to.
必要以上に自分を責めるな。体もまだ万全な状態には程遠いだろう。
Says your like bodily state is still far from like fully recovered. Back to fully recovered, far from perfect.
それに今のお前には体の回復以上に心を休めることが必要だ。
That's pretty much right.
アポロ。
すまないな、団長。ロイドの奪還はやはりお前たち気空団が頼みの綱だ。
Yeah, if we're gonna have to go to a different Skydom, it's gonna have to be us.
アダムとフリーシアはエルステの復興を指揮している以上、国を離れることは難しい。私もしばらくの間はここを離れるつもりはない。
Okay.
その言葉、感謝する。思えばお前は敵同士だった頃から私やオーキスのことを気遣ってくれていたな。
Yeah, I mean, the time when we call ourselves actually enemies was pretty short.
絶対に私たちで止めてみせます。
In the grand scheme of things, at least.
だから、オーキスちゃんたちは無理だけはしないでくださいね。
アーカーシャが奴らの手に落ちれば、空域どころか、この空の世界そのものの危機だからな。
Hey, Catalina. I see your voice has returned. That's good.
そんなにも重い責任を私たちは君に押し付けてしまっていた。むしろ謝るのは私たちの方だ。
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, the problem is that we don't have a good way of getting rid of
そん
Akasha.
な、私はただこの世界のために私にもできることがしたくて。
Like, even if it's sealed away,
結局
someone's gonna find out about it and try to get it. So that's like, it's a problem that we don't really have a good solution for.
ありがとう。団長もルリアも。今は力になれないけど、体を治したら今度は私が団長たちの助けになる。絶対に。
Well, that'd be nice.
そのアーカー社についてだが、一つ相談がある。
What's up?
なんだよ相談って。紫の騎士から取り返せばいいんだよな。
Not only like addresses the symptom of
も
the
ちろん
problem
そうだ。
though.
しかし問題はその先にある。
取り返したアーカー社を今度はどうやって保管するのかということか。確かに神王に限らずまた何者かに狙われる可能性があるからな。
Oh yeah. Even like the True King wants Akasha, and it's, you know, other parties would also want Akasha. Akasha is like, it's too much power.
私教えてもらったんです。団長さんのお父さんのことを。
Dad,
聖
huh?
少獣を聖少獣になる前の元の姿に戻すことができたって。
Right, that was a thing that we heard about.
それで考えたんです。アーカー社をどうすればいいのか。アーカー社に罪はないと思います。けど存在を知られてしまった以上、きっとまたどこかで争いの火種になる。
So we need to take Akasha to Dad? Have him kill it?
だからロイドを取り返したらアーカー社から星の力を奪ってもらえませんか。そうすればきっとアーカー社はもう誰も手出しできなくなるだろうから。
I mean, if we could get rid of Akasha, that would be great.
それは聖少獣アーカー社を消し去ってほしいということね。
Because, unlike most primals, Akasha is an existential threat to all of existence.
そうです。オーキスともアポロとも相談して決めました。アーカー社の最後を決めるのはこの空域で星の民を庇護した国の私たちの責任だと思うから。
そうなるとあとは B 君次第ってところかしらね。
Right, because he's got to use his power
いや
to,
でもそっか、そうなんだよな。
to drain
おいら自
Akasha?
身よく
I
わ
don't
かっ
know.
てねえけど、おいらの力が鍵なんだもんな。
To depower it.
おいら実はまだ。
おう、積み込みは終わったぜ。あとは俺たちが乗り込むだけだ。
Alright.
風の具合から見てもすぐにでも出た方が良さそうだぜ。
What's going on? What are you gonna say?
待って、最後に一つだけ。あの子ツバイのこと。私はきっとあの子にもっと寄り添うべきだったと思う。あの子に謝りたいけど、あの子が私にそれを望んでいるのか、それすらわからなくて。
I don't really know what you would
だか
be
らせめて
apologizing for.
あの子がまた助けを求めたなら、団長がその手を取ってあげてほしい。
That's not what she says here. This line here, she says, if she is asking for help again, like in the future, right?
だからせめてあの子がまた助けを求めたなら。
Yeah. Or if she asked for help. Anyway.
私からもお願いします。
The point is,
団長さん。
she's not like, oh, she's...
ツバイを連れて行ったのがどういう人なのかわからないけど、
That's Loki.
もしそこであの子が辛そうにしていたら助けてあげてほしいんです。
So if we were to find them, or find her with Loki, and Loki is fine, and they're all fine together, then we just leave them alone, right? Because that's more or less what we've established the conditions under which we're supposed to help. Okay, that's fine by me. I don't like helping if I don't have to. No, I don't like helping if it's gonna be a bad thing. Okay, so we're jumping back to Loki, it looks like.
Kita そんな怖い顔をしないでほしいな。僕はお願いがあってここに来たんだ。大いなる旅を支えた偉大な翼、飛空艇グランスルース。その最後の旅路を僕たちに譲ってもらえないかな。
最後の旅路を。それはつまりこのグランスルースを再び旅に連れ出そうということかな。
Oh, Loki.
そういうことだね。
He came here to steal Dad's ship.
おいおい、断るってのか？腕っぷしに自信のある青少獣には見えねえかな。
青少獣に姿形は関係ない。そこのフェンリルだって見た目はただの可愛い子供でしょ。
I don't know that that's true, but
ま、フェンリルは見た目だけじゃなくて中身も可愛いと思うけどね。中堅みたいに悩んだりしちゃって。
that's so she's saying it's that Fenrir is cute on the inside because of how much she worries like a faithful lapdog, or like a faithful dog. Anyway, continuing right along.
フェンリルは強いと思う。でもね、私とは喧嘩にならないの。だって私は星の民で、あなたは青少獣なんだもの。星の民と青少獣ってそういう関係だよ。
はあ、回りくどい言い方するのは星の民の特徴なわけ？要するに青少獣は絶対に星の民にはかなわないってことでしょ？
Not certain that that's true.
大丈夫。君に何かを強制させるつもりはないよ。
But it doesn't seem likely either.
それは何かの策か。いっそ人質でもいるっていうことかい？
That's not correct.
それは何かの策か。いっそ人質でもいるっていうことかい？
So he's saying, so is it that you have that you have a plan, or have you managed to, find a hostage? Like, he's just kind of trying to figure out what Loki's angle is.
No,
oh, sorry.
ないよ、そんなもの。というか、そんなに裏があるように見えるかな。
見える。むしろ本当に何もないのか？お前が？
I don't know.
なるほど。飼い犬からもこういう扱いなんだ。
I don't know if Loki's decided to be straightforward about it. It's not so bad.
これも一つの信頼の形なのかしらね。
The asking is so this could be a different form of what is it? Shape of
こ
trust.
んなありさまだけど、どうか僕の真摯な気持ちを信じてほしいな。というか、船作りの青少獣に祝福されない船出って最悪だよね、それ。
So yeah, he's actually saying that a departure that's not been blessed by the shipwright primal beast is would be pretty terrible. I like that Loki's still got his like kind of flippant tone of voice, but even while he's trying to be serious here.
"君の気持ちは理解したよ。無理強いをするつもりはないというのは僕にとっても喜ばしい。でもだからといっておいそれと渡せる船じゃないんだ、グランスルースは。
そうだろうね。でも他の船じゃダメなんだ。君自身が手がけた船であり、旅の果てに破滅を乗り越えた船でもある。僕が君にこんなことを説くのはおかしな話だと思うんだけど、飛空艇は最後の最後まで空にあって、その勇姿を歴史に刻み続けるべきじゃないのかい
？Yeah, maybe.
伝説を成したからといって隠居しなければならない理由なんてない。
I mean, there is kind of a question of ownership, but
まだ飛ぶことのできる翼をこのまま朽ちさせてしまうのは君にとっても不本意なんじゃないかな。どうだろう。少なくとも僕はもったいないと思うんだ。
again, ownership is a thing. Don't be the Violet Knight. Don't just steal airships because no one's around them. Okay? Don't do that.
そして何より、僕たちがこのグランスルースを必要としているんだ。僕たちは君もよく知る団長さんたちを追うつもりだ。そうなると必然的に目指す先は星の島。
So he's not saying we're playing catch up necessarily, but he does say we're either chasing or following them.
いや、それよりももっと先のまだ見ぬ世界になるあの気空団のことだからね。
And this, he's actually talking about what happens afterwards.
いや、それよりももっと先のまだ見ぬ世界になるあの気空団のことだからね。
Yeah, he's saying after the island of the Astrals, it might our destination might be beyond that, to a completely unknown world, because it's the crew we're talking about.
だから 強い力を持つ気空艇が必要なんだ。追いついて並んでいくために。
それが君たちの旅をする理由なのかい？
Interesting. I'm having to talk a lot about Loki's lines here, but I don't mind it, because Loki's a fascinating character in this arc.
だから強い力を持つ気空艇が必要なんだ。追いついて並んでいくために。
Yeah, so he's saying, so we need a powerful ship, so that we can catch up with them and essentially travel at their side.
厳密には僕の理由だね。事情なんてものは人それぞれさ。
Yeah, that's fair.
そういうことなら彼らにグランスルースを譲っても構わないと思うが。
Okay, well this addresses the problem of ownership.
バルフリート、君は。
船は旅人のためにこそあるものだろう。
Yep, that's fair.
そこに旅の意志を持つ者がいるのなら、応じてやるのが先達としての務めというものだ。
I mean, the reason that the ship gets retired is because it's not safe to use on travels anymore.
バルフリート。
Or for its intended purpose anymore.
まさかここで会えるとはな。
Yeah, this is, of course, his old boss.
あの頃からちっとも変わってねえじゃねえか。
Back from when Gandharva was in the Enforcer's crew.
久しいな。娘が君の世話になったようだ。いや、むしろあしらわれたのは君の方だったかな。
てめえ。なんだこいつはよ。
No, this is fair. Now is not the time to be trying to fight the guy who's trying to give you the airship that you
ちょ
wanted.
っと黙ってて。話が進まない。
Yeah, there you go.
このクソガキが。
はいはい。ちょっとごめんなさいね。
We don't know that much about this guy.
この何を。
かわいい。どれだけ立派な体があっても呼吸は止められないものね。
何それ？睡眠薬？
私のオリジナルブレンド。即効性はあるけど依存性はないわ。眠れない夜があったら言ってちょうだい。
なかなか恐ろしい気空団のようだ。私も警戒するとしよ
う。Okay. I mean, to be fair, like, he's a Luminary Knight, just like the Violet Knight, who
一つだけ
didn't
聞かせてほしい。
didn't really want to fight an Astral.
君はこの先、団長さんに対してどういう存在になるつもりなのかな。
Okay. The question that's asked had the same
僕は
meaning.
団長さんを眩しく思ってる。それは紛れもない事実だ。でも敵に回らないかどうかは約束できない。
Can't promise that we won't become
逆に
enemies.
聞こうか。空も星も入り混じるこの世界の行方を一体誰ならわかるというんだい？
I mean, that's pretty fair. There's all sorts of things.
不確かであっても嘘の約束はしない。今の僕に言えることはこれだけだ。
All sorts of things swirling around that make the world what it is.
.それが君の答えなんだね。ある意味でとても誠実だ。わかった。それならもう僕は君たちを止めはしない。
Okay.
たった一かけらだけれど、君の中に芯を置けるものを見たからね。それに相対したところで、団長さんたちが君たちに負けるとも思えない。
It's a pretty big endorsement, given that we got our, you know, our asses handed to us last time we fought Loki. Yeah, the ship no longer has its engine.
力を失ったグランサイファーの動力部が積んであるだけだよ。
器が残っているのなら十分さ。何せ力は僕が持ってる。
So basically he's just saying as long as we have the vessel, the shape, like the outer form, he's like, I have the power to do everything.
星の民の本領発揮っていうところかな。破壊と再生に対なす不滅と創造の民。それが僕たち星の民だ。無から有を作る。ゼロを一にする。何もないところに何かを作るのは星の民の得意分野さ。力が失われているのなら僕自ら力を与えよう。創造を司る民の末席としてね。
That's true. We've seen in everything we've seen about and heard about the Astrals has been regarding creations. They've done a lot of inventing, creating, building, and not a lot of dying. So him mentioning immortality there makes a lot of sense. I mean, Loki's been around since the war. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So here's something else that's worth noting. Looking at the lineups here, right? We've got the crew, and we've got our crew, and we've got Loki's crew. If we put them side by side, there's some similarities. Both sides have one primal. We've got Rosetta, they've got Fenrir. However, every other member, minus Luria, we don't talk about Luria, or B, but he's not human. Luria's probably not human either. But we put those two to the side. They're weird, they're special. The rest of our crew is all human. And when we look at Loki's crew, none of them are human. You know, they've got Narun, a Draf, 2 Astrals, and a Golem. And we've just got a bunch of humans. Gameplay-wise, the captain doesn't count as human. The captain counts as other, but that's just so that you're not feeling extremely bad because you have to equip weapons for the rest of your party that don't affect your main character. I'm pretty sure the lore still has the captain being human. Anyway, let's keep going. You good, dude? Problems? You having nightmares? What's going on?
今のあれ、親父さんの船だよな。おいら、また記憶が、それともただの夢か。
That would be actually pretty frustrating, I'd imagine. Because he can't tell the difference of whether it was actually a memory or a dream, because he can't remember. That would suck.
Hmm. 大丈夫？寒くないかしら？もうじきノースバストが見えてくるわ。空気が冷えてきたでしょ？
ロゼット、何してんだ？こんな時間に。
Hello, Rosanna.
それはお互い様だわ。緊張して眠れなかったのかしら。こうやって正面から空域を越えるのは初めてだものね。
What, you mean in a ship?
まあ、それもそうなんだけどよ。ん？
団長さん抜きでおしゃべりするのは珍しいわね。
Yeah, it's because
こんな風に
he's
二
always
人
flying
だ
around
と
us.
昔を思い出すわ。あの人と旅をしていた頃を。
おいら、実は夢で見るようになったんだ。昔の親父さんとの旅のこと。ザンクティンゼルで封印を解いてからこっち思い出したように時々夢で見るんだ。場所も順番もバラバラでよくわかんねえのも多いけど、見たこともない島を冒険しててさ、若い親父さんが楽しそうにしてて、でもだからおいらすっげえ怖いんだ。
怖い？
だってこんな記憶なら別に封印する必要ねえじゃねえか。ってことはこの記憶を巻き添えにしてでも封印したかった何かがあるんだろう。
It's a good question. Yeah, he's like, these memories were fine, right?
このまま行くと一体オイラは何を見るんだ？
B 君。
So why would I have to seal these memories? Because what I've seen so far has been totally fine. It's fair if you've got that kind of doubt in you.
力と一緒に記憶も封印されたのには理由があるわ。でもね、B 君、私はあなたなら。
けどまあ怖がってばっかもいられねえよな。昼間オルキスたちがアーカイシャを消してほしいって頼んできただろ。
They did. They did
あ
say
の
that.
時おいら不安だったんだ。 親父さんの旅に並んじまうのが。全部を思い出して力を完全に取り戻して。
Right.
それで記憶が封印された理由を知っちまうのが怖かった。
I mean, I am curious as to what would
あ
happen.
いつは迷わねえもんな。あいつの相棒はオイラなんだ。ここでオイラだけおじけづいてるわけにはいかねえぜ。
It is definitely a rarity when we see kind of B talking to people by himself. Because again, he's almost always just hanging around
そう
us.
ね。それでこそ団長さんの相棒だと思うわ。
ありがとな。ロゼッタに話したらなんかすっきりしたぜ。寒い。落ち着いたら急に寒くなってきちまった。おいらもう戻るけど、ロゼッタはまだ甲板にいるのか？
ええ、もう少し夜風に当たっていくわ。
Do what you want, I guess.
そっか。じゃあ風邪ひかねえようにな。
ありがとう。おやすみなさい、B 君。
You know, as cool as I find the world of Granblue fantasy, I'm not sure if I were to just kind of show up in there that I'd be able to go on an airship journey. Because man, I am afraid of heights, and there is nothing below them. Nothing that they can see, at least.
強くなったのね。あの頃よりもずっと。これも団長さんのおかげかしらね。
I mean, maybe.
本当に不思議な子。どうなっていくのかしらね。今の私たちの旅は。
We've been getting a couple of really introspective chapters recently, where we've spent basically the whole time with people mulling over their thoughts and plans. It's interesting. Like we got one of those in the last episode that I recorded, and we're getting one here where we're kind of just, you know, reminiscing and thinking about what's going to happen in the future. It's kind of cool. Alright, here we go.
よーし、じゃあ最終確認だ。団長、クーズのかけらは揃ってるな。
Yep, we got him. There's one missing.
大事なものだもんね。なくしたりしたら大変なことになっちゃう。
There's no reason to act so
一つでもかけてちゃ小流域は渡れねえからな。
It's important. Don't be a smartass. Alright.
まず俺たちの目的だが、ロイドを奪った紫の騎士をひっ捕らえることだ。
まあ、ロイドを取り返せりゃそれでいいんだが。
That's not what he said. He just said as long as we can get
おと
Lloyd
なしく
back.
私とは思えないもの。
As long as we can get
必
Lloyd
然
back,
的に戦闘になるわね。
that's good enough. But yeah.
でだ。
Exactly.
奴は神王のいるイスタバイオン王国に向かったはずだ。イスタバイオン王国はここ。アウライグランデ大空域の国だ。
Yep. Phantagrande.
ファータグランデからアウライグランデに行くにはナルグランデを通る必要がある。
So a direct route really isn't possible then? Okay.
あれ、こっちはノースバストの隣、こっち側からでも行けそうだけど。
そっちはダメだ。とても通れたもんじゃねえ。
You know, I'll take your word for it, but I
名
am
前
curious as
も
to
なけ
why.
りゃ人もいねえ。荒廃した空域なんて呼ばれててよ。小流域よりひでえ嵐の中をでっけえ岩が飛び交ってるらしくてな。
So, like an old skydom that has completely fallen to ruin then. Okay.
その証拠に荒廃した空域の近くじゃ時たま小流域を突き抜けて岩が飛んできやがる。
So that means that it would have been a
近
passable
づ
route
く
back
こ
in
と
the
すら危
day.
ねえ空だ。いくら七葉の騎士でもそっちを通ることはねえだろうよ。
He's giving a speculation here, saying even for the Luminary Knights, they probably couldn't make it through there.
急いでいることを考えたらなおさらね。無理に危険な空域を通る理由はないわ。
Right. That's fair. We should stay safe.
まあそういうわけでナルグランデに向かうわけだが、ファータグランデからナルグランデに行くのも航路は基本的に一つだ。
Right?
ノースバスト、前に歩いて登った場所よね。
そうだ。今度はここを空から越えていく。そら、もう見えてるぜ。準備はいいな。
この異様を目にするのもこれで2度目か。
Yep. You know, the weird Grim Basin storms.
気合い入れろよ。いよいよ俺たちは正面から空域を越えるわけだからな。
But with the sky map
バル
pieces,
ツ
we
にい
should
た
be able to
奴
get
らからの
through.
証言で紫の騎士の小型艇の型は大体特定できた。
Sorry, say that again?
バルツにいた奴らからの証言で紫の騎士の小型艇の型は大体特定できた。
Okay, so he's saying that that according to the witnesses involved, we were able to kind of pin down the shape of the Violet Knight's sky skimmer.
奴はそうだに自信がねえんだろうな。あの型は扱いやすいが大した速度は出ねえ。
The make of the sky skimmer. That's the one.
グランサイファーならナルグランデを出る前に追いつけるはずだ。
Well, that's good then. Our confrontation will take place in Valtgrande.
ということはナルグランデ空域の中で紫の騎士と交戦することになるな。
There's no reason to believe that we wouldn't be able to take on the Violet Knight.
七葉の座をいただく一人。これまでの行動からあまり武闘派ではないようだが。
But it would still be difficult.
心配することないんじゃない？だって私たち黒騎士とも黄色の騎士とも戦ってきたわけだし。
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he can't surprise you. We'll be able to fight.
勝てるわよ。私たちだってどんどん強くなってるもん。
But that doesn't mean that we're guaranteed to win. You know?
油断は禁物よ、イオちゃん。
Thank you.
しかしまあ弱気になっても仕方ねえ。相手が強敵だってのは今までも同じだったしな。
Yeah.
何より俺たちの本番は紫の騎士と戦うことじゃねえ。
So Rackham's line here, he's not saying that he's, you know, like bringing up the Violet Knights specifically as being intimidating or anything. He's saying, yeah, I mean, this guy's gonna be real strong, just like our other opponents that we've had up until now. Anyway, Eugen's line is pretty accurate. And yeah, it's... Yeah, let's go... Once we get Lloyd back, we've got to get rid of Akasha, or else this is just going to keep happening. Because getting rid of Akasha would mean that the world is fine, right? No, it would mean that at least... At least there's less of a reason for Erste specifically to be targeted by everyone. What's up, Catalina?
大丈夫？カタリナ。ん？
おは、大丈夫だ。戦いはこれまでと変わらない。ルリアは必ず私が守る。だから安心していてくれ。
いや。
違うよ。
ルリア？
これからは私も頑張る。もっともっと頑張る。
Well, that is appreciated.
力になりたいから、カタリナの、みんなの。
I mean, no offense, but
ルリア、いいんだ。君はもう十分すぎるほど力になってくれている。
But, you know, lugging around dead weight in combat is pretty bad.
むしろ、みんなの力に慣れていないのは私の方だ。
Yeah, she's
守られてるばっかりじゃなくて、私にもできることを探してみる。
She's suffering from a loss in confidence after that encounter with the Titan suits.
みんなの仲間だから。
I'm saying there's no real reason to let that get you down. You were a horrible matchup for them. Whereas everybody else was actually a pretty good matchup for them to begin with. Alright. Sky map piece is up. Ready to go.
Kuzuのかけらが反応してる。
こっから先はもう小流域ってことだ。多少揺れると思うが心配はねえ。
条件はきっちり揃ってんだ。ここを超えるのはわけねえさ。
We did
もう
use
私たちにとってこの小流域を超えるのは通過点でしかないものね。
We did essentially use a back door to get out of Valtz back into Phantagrande. But
そうだな。
yeah.
思えば随分と旅を重ねてきたものだ。
So I'm just kind of thinking, once we get in there, we're gonna have to get the Valtz sky map pieces, right? In order to get out of there. We only got one. All right. Full speed ahead then. It's not the first time we've gone into Valtz, but it is the first time we've sailed into Valtz. And that difference is actually pretty big. Hey, would you look at that? That's the last side story to unlock. At least as of right now. I have no idea if that'll continue to be the case, but yeah, that is the side story with the latest main story quest requirement. Yeah, well, we have gone back to Grande. We have taken down the Holy Erste Empire. Failed to retrieve Lloyd, but we are on the trail of the Violet Knight. Let's see. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut it there. This is gonna be the end for this video. Like I've said before, we're keeping things nice and digestible by only including a couple chapters at a time. So plans-wise, we're looking at 4 more episodes to get to 132. It's not too many. We're approaching it rapidly. It's 9 more chapters, just 9 more to go, and then we'll have a whole another thing to have to talk about. But anyway, oh yeah, hold on. I want to double check the Grande sky map pieces. Yeah, we got this one from Zayn and his primal, but there are 3 more to go that we theoretically need to get out of Grande. Well, anyway. Yeah, I think that covers it. So next time we will show up here and be doing the quest on Gross Island. Cool. Alright. Well, without any further ado then, this has been Shadow SP. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Signing off. That was a weird thing to say. Later.